Zion, the life of the party. She was my firstborn, my best friend. And you stole from me my baby.
Sentencing day for the man convicted of killing Zion Foster, her step-cousin, learning his fate 2.5 years after she disappeared.
Also headed 5, a local law firm falling victim to a horrific act of vandalism, now being considered a hate crime.
Michigan Central Station is about to open up in days. My favorite part, the graffiti on the walls. Coming up, what else is new?
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 5 starts now.
We begin tonight with a hefty sentence for the man convicted of killing an East Point teen. Her body has never been found.
This morning, Jalen Brazier learned his fate after being found guilty of murdering his cousin. Fox News' Amy Lang joining us now in studio with more from court. Amy.
Well, Taryn and Roop, after a tearful plea for the maximum sentence from the mother of Zion Foster, the judge went above and beyond the sentencing guidelines. Jalen Brazier blowing a kiss to loved ones as he's led into court to learn his fate, his sentence for killing his step-cousin, Zion Foster.
I have 5 kids now, instead of 6.
Zion's mother, Sierra Melton, addressing the court, emotional as she described the devastating impact on her family.
Zion, the life of the party. She was my firstborn, my best friend, and you stole from me my baby. We don't get to laugh and joke with her. We don't get to sing with her. We don't get to play with her.
Melton expressing the tremendous pain of losing Zion, who was just 17 when she disappeared in January of 2022 because of Jalen Brazier.
She didn't get to see graduation. She didn't get to see prom. She didn't get to get her first license, marriage, family, or a career. His mother will still be able to talk to her child. His mother will be able to visit her child.
Jalen Brazier has maintained he was smoking weed with Zion when she died, that he panicked and threw her body in a dumpster. But her body was never found despite an exhaustive search of a local landfill. Prosecutors maintain Brazier killed Zion after she rejected his sexual advances and then lied and tried to cover up the crime, a claim he continues to deny.
Zion was not in any way violent. That wasn't her at all.
Brazier telling the court he's sorry, he's remorseful. The judge wasn't buying it.
This case illustrates that the defendant has no concern for anyone other than himself, including his closest family members.
Judge Donald Knapp sentencing Brazier to up to 100 years in prison for second-degree murder and tampering with evidence, a sentence Zion's mother had hoped for.
We just want to have justice. It won't bring her back. But at least it'll be known that you cannot do the things that he's done and get away with it.
Now, Sierra Melton told the court her other children have been hospitalized, even suicidal over this tragedy, that she has broken down, missed work, even ended up without housing as they've gone through this devastating ordeal. So what we heard there in court, just a small portion of what they've had to deal with.
Yeah, and there's so many unanswered questions still, including, as mentioned, they still never found her body.
Never found her body. Unlikely that we'll get any answers out of him because he still maintains it went down the way that he's always claimed it went down. It's just very unfortunate, but hopefully the family feels they have some closure now in the judge going above and beyond that sentencing guideline.
You don't see a lot of remorse in his face, at least from the shots that we've seen here on these stories, which I'm sure is hurtful to the family as well. And
he claimed in court that indeed he is remorseful. He says he is sorry. The judge did not seem to buy it at all and actually talked about that lack of remorse in his remarks today where he delivered that harsh sentence.
Amy Lang for us on a tough case for that family. Of course, our thoughts are with them. Thanks for that report.
Sure thing. A Southfield law firm becomes the latest target of a hate crime. Vandals spray painting pro-Palestinian graffiti, reading Free Palestine and Divest Now on the property of Goodman Acker on 10 Mile near Southfield Road. Several swear words and red handprints were also painted on the building. Investigators are still searching for the vandals. Officials are not mincing words, calling this an act of hate.
This was not an attack on our office, but an attack on our values and our mission. Goodman-Acker is owned by Muslims, Christians, and Jewish members.
This is the second time the Ackers have been targeted. Protesters left a list of demands at the home of Jordan Acker, another law firm partner and U of M Board of Regent member last month. We're going to have more on this story coming up at 6 o'clock.
Well, take a look at the fully restored Michigan Central Station. If you're away from your TV, this is absolutely breathtaking. This is 6 years in the making, but it's finally ready to reopen. The station will officially welcome the community back starting this Thursday.
Fox News' Lauren Edwards is joining us live now with what's new at the historic Michigan Central Station after getting a sneak peek today. And Lauren, everybody's been waiting to see this place.
Absolutely, everyone is waiting to see this. Roop, I just heard you say that it's absolutely breathtaking. Those were my words when I walked in. They're putting on the final touches. We got that sneak peek. It is stunning, and the attention to detail is so impressive.
Oh, today is surreal, seeing all these people through this building. It's been a long time coming. We're ready.
The 111-year-old beloved Michigan Central Station sat vacant for decades, but now Ford is ready to open its doors once again.
You know, you walk in, you see the grand space, the 65-foot ceilings, and what draws your attention immediately is that ceiling. 29,000 individual tiles were restored. That's the detail I'm talking about. Over 150 masons on site per day.
Austin Giese of Chrisman Company has been a part of the renovation project since day one back in July 2018. He says it took them $350 million and 1.7 million man hours to get to this point, and the beauty is in the details.
When you're walking in here, you're seeing, you know, replacement stone that was gone. However, you're seeing the contrast of some of the stone that was weathered through the years because this was open to the elements.
He says mixing the old with the new was what they were striving for, preserving the building's history like this graffiti wall. They even found the benches of where folks caught the train during the early 1900s.
Think of people using this floor for 70 years, sitting down on the bench, and then when they're ready for their train, getting up and wearing it down. If you look across the floor, you can see the wear marks.
Now the building is ready for new wear and tear from Detroiters creating new memories.
We're ready to show the world. We're ready to show Detroit. You know, it's been quiet for a long time. I feel super proud.
Can you believe that that is the building? Honestly, I can't believe that that's the building where Babe Ruth would take the train, get off the train, and just walk over to Tiger Stadium. It's mind-boggling that only in a matter of days you will be able to stand right there with him. Not with him, but you know, right, stood where he was. So much excitement, the beautiful building. It is just stunning, so much details. All the fun kicks off June 6th, and the public will be able to see it. I think it's June 21st on Fridays and Saturdays only throughout the summer. Guys, I cannot wait for you guys to see what I just saw. Reporting live here in downtown Detroit, Lauren Edwards, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, we were just all talking about when we were there last, and it was much different. It was in ruins, basically, so it's wonderful to see. But, you know, those tickets, though, for the big opening sold out within seconds. We remember that the site went down with it, and now today the announcement of all those amazing performers, including Eminem, producing it. I mean, this is going to be spectacular.
Everyone's still talking about it. Everyone wants to see it. Just as you said, those tickets, the private tour tickets sold out, he told me, in a matter, I think it was 5 minutes. And then after that is when everyone else can be able to see it and walk through it for themselves. And he also said, too, there's an app that people can download on their phones. They just hook up their headphones and they'll be able to listen and take sort of their own guided walking tour. But so cool.
Very good. All right, Lauren, thank you for that peek. We appreciate it.
You hear Taryn and Lauren talking about this big Thursday night. It's the concert at the Michigan Central Station. You know, some huge Detroit names are performing at the show. You heard us alluding to this, but yeah, headlining Diana Ross, Jack White, and Big Sean. That's incredible. Eminem and his manager, Paul Rosenberg, are the executive producers of the big show. Maybe Eminem will pop up if he's executive producing this. You never know. The concert will be 90 minutes long and held outside. Gates open at 6 o'clock. The concert will start at 8:30. So one of the nights that I wish I didn't work nights. I would just go and
check it out.
Have some friends and go hang out. It's a great thing.
The weather, though, is going to have to play a role if it's outside. I mean, what are we, June 6th, so that's Thursday. I know it's a little far away, but
Diana Ross is depending on you, Rich.
Remember that video of Diana Ross with the storms in Central Park? You know, I mean, the wind and the storms. It's not going to be like that. Looks like our best chance for active weather is going to be Wednesday. Now, we are watching some storms over Lake Michigan, out around Madison, Wisconsin. These are all moving off to the north and east, so we are going to stay dry for tonight. 75 here right now, 79 Lansing. Look at Grand Rapids, 81 degrees. Tomorrow, we're going to get up into the mid-80s. It is going to be a warmer Tuesday. How about live pictures right now along the Clinton River? That's Mount Clemens. Sure looks nice out there. Selfridge and Lake St. Clair in the background. Comfortable for the rest of tonight, down to 64. So a warmer day tomorrow, then some storms on Wednesday. It does turn cooler for late week. We're going to check all of the numbers in the 7-day coming up in 10. Taryn, back over to you.
Thanks, Rich. An alert now from the Michigan Health Department. A mosquito-borne virus has been discovered in some Saginaw County mosquitoes. The bugs collected back on May 22nd tested positive for the Jamestown Canyon virus. It's rare for humans to contract the virus that is spread by mosquitoes. The CDC says symptoms include sore throat, fever, muscle weakness, and headache. Severe cases can lead to an infection of the brain or spinal cord. So far, no humans have tested positive for any mosquito-borne illnesses.